Is it the end of the world? Is it the end of humanity? Is it the end of mankind? Will there ever be peace with the United States and North Korea and Iran and Venezuela and Cuba and Russia? Will there always be war and famine? Presidents and prime ministers never get along. There's always fighting, there's always bloodshed, there's always violence between the United States and other rogue nations that never want lasting peace, that can never agree on a foreign policy, and especially an entity that wants to practically continue to create World War III, and nations who have an entity that have a nuclear bomb that want to continue to defend themselves against their democratic right. Whether this is the final chapter of Mission Impossible, and I have watched Mission Impossible 1 through 7, whether this truly is the final chapter and the final reckoning, from the breathtaking cinematography to the spectacular musical score, the music of The Final Reckoning drives the film. The music is gorgeous, stunning, awe-inspiring, and sad. The writing from Christopher McQuarrie and Eric Jenderson is just phenomenal. The acting is outstanding. The stunts are amazing. But the one thing about this film is that I managed to feel elements of sci-fi, horror. Yes, I did feel elements of Ridley Scott's Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Resurrection. Sci-fi is in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This is a spectacular film from beginning to end. The screenplay is beautiful. From beginning to end, it is brilliant. All the Mission Impossible films are awesome, from MI1 through 7. They are extraordinary. And I actually spent 2 weeks watching Mission Impossible 1 through 7, Dead Reckoning, all of them, to fully understand the plot of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. The movie makes you want to pay attention to what is wrong with the world. What is politically wrong with the world? Because we are continuing to fight for nuclear power, for a nuclear arms race, for financial power, whether it's the International Monetary Fund or whether it's hating on Iran's nuclear program, Israel hating on Hamas, North Korea hating on the United States wanting to know what North Korea's nuclear program is going, what the Soviet Union or Russia, what Putin is doing with his nuclear program assault on Ukraine, and what Russia wants to do with the United States in terms of political relations. The Final Reckoning asks all those questions, which at the end of the day, when you look at BBC News and CNN, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is a paradigm shift of what politics actually is. The White House, the Prime Minister of UK, the President of the United States. Tom Cruise's character, Ethan Hunt, wants you to look at where the world is truly going. The music drives this film. The production design drives this film. The screenplay drives this film. The direction is outstanding. I was absolutely stupefied and floored by this film. A lot of the critics bashed the film, saying it's slow, there's too much exposition. Bullshit. I disagree. From beginning to end, the entire film is absolutely brilliant. It's wonderful. There is a phenomenal story, and you have to listen because the pacing is just awesome. The pacing from beginning to end is awesome. And at the end of the day, when we see the protests in New York City with the racism continues with Mexicans, with also Arabs and Jews, Israelis and Palestinians. This continues. It doesn't stop. The racism continues. The Final Reckoning, Mission Impossible, even tells us the same thing. It asks the question, who is our entity and who is our enemy? It's Popcorn O'Clock, Movie O'Clock here in American, New York. This is my review of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It's still in theaters and it's in standard. To Tom Cruise, Christopher McQuarrie, Pom Klementieff, Esai Morales, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Angela Bassett, Haley Atwell. This entire cast was just extraordinary and just awesome. I pray to God that there is a Mission 9, and the series continues. See you.